Vinyl community, I'm back with another video. First off, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers and everyone who's been with me for the last couple of years. I reached 500 subscribers and I'm very thankful for that. Everyone's super nice in the vinyl community and I love making these videos and it just means so much. So cheers to you. Coffee this morning. And I have a few finds here from the record fair yesterday here in Calgary, and I did very well. I got more 45s than I did LPs. A couple 78's, which I was super happy about. Now, I got like more, like this is just half of the box, because like the rest I've kind of put away and cataloged. I won't show all of these because my vision's getting a bit worse and it's a bit harder to read these for me, so yeah, that's why I don't show many 45s in my videos, because they're just too difficult for me to read with my vision loss. But yeah, it's not too bad. So just a couple nice 50s, 45s. They were super cheap too, like $1, and I don't get why they were $1. Like stuff like the Belmonts on Canadian American. Like I didn't even know that existed. But yeah, I still have to go through these and clean them up. But, you know, I was very happy with some of the stuff I was finding. The 78's, these aren't all of them either. These are like just highlights. We've got some really cool country ones. I never thought I'd find this one on a 78. Like, this is pretty cool. It was very cheap. This is Conway Twitty with It's Only Make Believe, his big kind of debut hit, and yeah, I'll Try is on the other side. And another cool country hit, this guy really inspired George Jones. This is Lefty Frizzell with Always Late on Columbia. Another kind of Canadian pressing on that too. And this was cool. This is a Hawkshaw Hawkins. I have a couple of his, and he's kind of a country guy. That's another one on Quality, a Canadian pressing. This was what I was most excited about on 78. This is the Drifters with Honey on Quality. Of course, you know the Drifters from the 60s, but this is a 50s song from, I think, 1959, so it's pretty difficult to find that one. And last but not least, the label's a bit like dirty on this, but I mean, it was like $1, and this is one of my favorite artists, Jim Reeves, with Billy Bayou on 78 on RCA Victor. I didn't think I was going to find that one, or any of his on 78. And I have a couple Elvis 45s for all my Elvis fans out there who listen to Elvis and all that, so like Ed and George. So we'll start off with this awesome record kind of catalog. This is the 1969-1970 catalog that I picked up for a very good price. I won't open it up, but it's basically like this thing flips, and yeah, it was put out by RCA, and it's mint, so that was cool. I found that at an antique mall here in town, and here's some record fair finds. I always am picking up cool Elvis picture sleeves at the record fair. You know, I've been collecting them for a couple years now and trying to complete out the collection, and I'm pretty close. So this is the promotional Perfect for Parties EP. It only has one cut from Elvis on it, but it's pretty difficult to find, so, and it's in good shape. And the next one is an EP that I have, but this is an import pressing, so this is the pretty rare as well. This is the Elvis Presley Love Me Tender EP on the HMV, his Master's Voice label from the UK. So that was very interesting to find, and it was a bit expensive, but like not too bad. So let's switch over to some cassettes for my Kiss collection as well. You know, if you've been watching, I'm a huge Kiss fan, so I love finding their cassettes, of course. And yeah, so we have Double Platinum. That's on Casablanca. That's a pretty early cassette, so. And then we have the Paul Stanley solo album. Same kind of a thing. I think this is an American issue. Oops, I just dropped one. One moment. There it is. Then we have Hot in the Shade, one of their later albums, but a very nice album. Mercury. Last but not least, one of my favorite albums from them, from 1985 with Asylum. What a killer album that is. And just a small stack of LPs, but I mean, it was a very productive day when you see the kind of stuff that I picked up. So from 1960, I don't have many original blues albums. This is John Lee Hooker with The Traveler. This is on the VJ label. And man, I really enjoyed this. I listened to this whole thing last night while I was sleeving records, and it was fantastic. And you can't really go wrong with that early blues. So this group I love very much. This is the Louvin Brothers with a great gospel album from 1962, if I remember, Weapon of Prayer. So they do great gospel work if you've never checked them out. And the only Elvis LP I found at the record fair, because I wasn't really I have so much Elvis, so it's just I don't know, but if it's cool pressings, I'll pick them up. This is an Australian mono pressing. I don't know if it's a first pressing on this gold label, but it was very cool and it's in great condition. It was $10, so that was amazing to find. And next up, another album from my favorite artist. Well, not my favorite artist, but one of my favorite country artists. This is a 1959 stereo pressing of Jim Reeves' Songs That Warm the Heart on RCA Victor, and it's got this cool sticker from this record store. Lethbridge, Alberta is a town a couple hours away from here, so that's really awesome. George Jones on RCA from 1972, first in the hearts of country music lovers. And this is another Jim Reeves album. His first album is extremely rare. It's like $2,000. So this is what I'm gonna have for now until I come across it, hopefully for cheap. This is the Abbott Sessions from 1982, and it's just his early recordings on the Abbott label. So I haven't spun that one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Another cool country find. This is the Louisiana, can't talk, Hayride. This is on Mercury Wing, and it's from the early 60s. It's got Johnny Horton on it, and as well as a George Jones song, and I just love that. That's super cool. Last but not least, Goodwill find. I haven't found many albums at all at Goodwill, of course, but we have a cool album that's kind of Elvis related, so it'll go good with the collection. This is J.D. Sumner and the Stamps live in Nashville. This is from 1971. And of course, they backed Elvis in the 70s. They're great, gospel vocal group, and I just enjoy them. They do some cool songs on here. There's your label. And it's in good condition for a couple bucks, so how can you go wrong? Another sip of coffee here. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much again for the 500 subs. It's a pleasure being here and chatting with all you in the comments. Vinyl community is awesome, and I had a great time at the Calgary Record Fair yesterday. It was very busy. I saw lots of people that I knew there, so that was awesome. It was too bad that Naz Nomad David Michael couldn't make it, so hopefully next year I'll see you there, David. And but a lot of great people there, great deals. So check out those record fairs, support them. They're awesome. And I hope everybody has a great day. Might be back with another video soon. Sorry I haven't been making too many videos. Just not too many finds. I've slowed it down a bit. So everybody have a great day and take care. Thanks so much.